Hey everybody, it's Jess Forrester and welcome to my first video of 2022. This week I am documenting the story of a nighttime trail run using the Story Kit Crush Action Kit. The enlarged photo on the left is of myself and a few friends completing a trail run that we did last week. For those who don't know, I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we've returned to virtual online learning. So my kids are spending time in front of a computer screen, and I am attempting to help them learn. As you can imagine, that is a bit of a stress in our household right now. And so being active, taking action, going for a trail run was a really welcomed addition to life last week. I was impressed by this 4x8 quote card, and I'm attempting to cut it down to fit into that 3x8 pocket. The quote is, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, and it's the courage to continue that counts." That's a quote by Winston Churchill. You'll notice that I am stumbling through cutting up this quote card because I have realized that the blade in my trimmer is not sharp. And so this is just a friendly reminder for those of you who potentially need to replace your blades. It's always a good idea to order those at the beginning of the year, especially if you are in the mood to create lots of layouts. I was inspired by this, not only the quote, but also the color. So you'll notice the enlarged photo that I took at nighttime. I loved the yellow color of the background sky. And so when crushing this story kit, which was released last January 2021, I decided to do my favorite thing, which is scrapbook by color. I selected that 3x8, that now 3x8 quote card, but also the 3x4 take action card. And I essentially told the story of my run as therapy with friends. I paired that with a 3x4 blurry photo that I took, that I actually screen grabbed from a video. I'm okay with including smaller, blurrier photos on my layouts because I find that they do add a little bit of dimension and character. And given that this photo was taken at night, I'm just super excited to have kind of any photographic evidence of me participating in the run. Next, I am creating a visual triangle with those red puffy stickers. On the chipboard, as well as the quote card, there are flecks of red that I want to highlight. And this is one way that I'm directing you, the viewer's eye, around the page. I am notoriously bad at using liquid glue. So for Christmas, I got a Tim Holtz Teeny Attacher, and I'm using that on the acetate to include the action word. One way that I like to design how I like to include these types of words from story kits is looking for the negative space or the white space in the photo. And as you'll notice, it's actually a very, very dark space. And that's where I decided to place the photo because I really wanted to make the sky pop, to have those similar or cohesive colors of yellow beside each other. The last thing I'm doing is I'm using LE Studio red stars to create another visual triangle. And you'll notice that I'm actually going to put the star on not only the enlarged photo, but also on that 3x4 take action card. And I'm essentially using the star as an eye, a dot for the eye. And that's a fun way to incorporate little embellishments. If you're like me, I have hordes of these puffy star as well as heart stickers, and I find that they are just the perfect embellishment. I'm taking this 3x4 to-do card and essentially stamping the date on the bottom. I'm going to cut this up later and put it at the bottom of the success quote card. I didn't love the card, and so I'm just cutting it up and putting it into my stash. I find that the action story kit is really one that you can tell a lot of stories, especially if you are creating sort of movement goals for the beginning of the new year. As I mentioned earlier, this kit was released last January, and it's a nice reflection on how you can be active in your own life. Anyways, I'm finishing up again with using those red hearts and putting that into a visual triangle. And that's it. That's all. That is the story of my nighttime trail run. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please click subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like if you enjoyed this process video. Thanks so much for watching, and happy 2022 to you. Cheers.